I went to her room. "Ava, please, tell them the truth," I said. She looked at me and shrugged. "I don't know what you're talking about." My chest hurt. "You know I didn't take anything." She stood up. "Why are you blaming me? Maybe you just forgot." That was the moment I understood. She didn't care about me, not even a little. After that, I stopped trying. I stayed quiet. I finished school, and the day I turned 18, I left home. No goodbye, no hugs, nothing. I worked hard, very hard. I studied. I became a teacher. I built a new life, a life without my family. Years passed. I didn't see Ava again. I didn't hear from my parents. And honestly, I didn't want to. I told myself I moved on. I was stronger now. I didn't need them. But life has a strange way of bringing back the past, even when you don't want it. Now I stood in that classroom, looking at Ava, my sister, my student. The class continued. I tried to focus. "Open your books to page 12, I said. My voice sounded calm, but inside, I was shaking. Every time I looked at her, my chest felt tight. She didn't look at me much. She just wrote in her notebook, like I was just a teacher, nothing more. After class ended, students started leaving. I stayed at my desk, pretending to check papers. I didn't want to talk to her, not yet, not like this. But then, I heard her voice. "Mr. Turner." I looked up slowly. She was standing in front of me, so close, for the first time in years. "Yes?" I said. My voice was cold, just like hers. She looked at me for a moment. Then she said something simple. "Do you want to talk?" My heart stopped for a second. So many emotions came at once. Anger, pain, confusion. I stood up, looked her in the eyes, and said, "No." Her face didn't change. She just nodded. "Okay." Then she turned and walked away, just like she did years ago. I sat back down. My hands were shaking. I thought I was strong. I thought I was over it. But seeing her again broke something inside me. And deep down, I knew this was just the beginning, because this time, I wasn't the quiet boy anymore, and I wasn't going to stay silent. Not again. The next morning, I woke up earlier than usual. I didn't sleep well. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her face again. Ava, sitting in my classroom like nothing happened, like she didn't destroy my life once. I sat on the edge of my bed and took a deep breath. "It's just a job," I told myself. "She's just a student now." But even as I said it, I didn't believe it. When I walked into school, everything felt normal. Students talking, teachers drinking coffee, the sound of lockers closing. But inside me, nothing felt normal. I entered my classroom and placed my bag on the desk. I looked at the empty seats. Her seat, third row, near the window. I knew exactly where she would sit. I hated that I noticed. Students slowly came in, laughing, talking. Then she walked in. Ava. She didn't look at me this time. She just walked to her seat and sat down, like yesterday, like always, calm, cold. "Good morning, class," I said. "Good morning, Mr. Turner." they replied. Everything sounded normal, but it wasn't. I started the lesson. I explained the topic. I wrote on the board. I asked questions. And then I made a mistake. Ava, can you answer this? The moment her name left my mouth, I regretted it. The class turned to her. She looked up slowly. Yes, she said, standing up. Her voice was steady, confident. She answered perfectly, clear, smart, just like before. Good, I said quietly. She sat down again. No smile, no emotion. But the class noticed something. I could feel it. A strange tension in the room. Maybe it was just in my head. Or maybe it wasn't. After class, one of the students came to me. Her name was Megan. Mr. Turner, she said, are you okay? I looked at her, surprised. Why? She hesitated. You looked uncomfortable. I forced a small smile. I'm fine, just tired. She nodded, but I could tell. She didn't fully believe me. The days passed, but things didn't get easier. They got worse. Ava was always quiet in class, but she was different outside. I saw her laughing with other students, talking, smiling. Just like before, like she had no problems, like she had no past. One afternoon, I was walking in the hallway when I heard her voice. She's so strict, right? A student said. Then Ava laughed softly. She's not that bad, Ava replied. I stopped walking. My chest felt tight. She? Were they talking about me? I slowly turned the corner. They were standing there, Ava and two other girls. They saw me. The girls quickly went quiet. Ava looked at me. For a second, there was something in her eyes. Then it disappeared. Hello, Mr. Turner, she said politely, like I was just a teacher, nothing more. Hello, I replied. My voice felt heavy. I walked past them, but their voices stayed in my head. She's not that bad. Why did that bother me? Maybe because it sounded